Good morning. We are less than a couple weeks till the Stonetown Triathlon, and I wanted to send out a couple videos just to give some more information on things. Just let you know there's going to be probably 2 to 3 videos that are going to go out just to keep them bite size. The scheduling will be coming soon. We are just finalizing some numbers as the groups have grown a little bit. So the timing of the waves will be coming shortly. Just wanted to go over all the different landmarks and all the different maps for it depending on your age category. So this is an overall view of things. As you can see, I'll attach these as well with onto the website, but there's a medical tent that we have. The transitioning and staging area, swim course is obviously in the water. Bike start's going to be happening right between the tennis courts and the quarry. The run start will be starting over on the park path where you'll be doing your loops, and then obviously the finishing arch after that. We do have indoor public washrooms here, which are great, and then the registration table that you can sign in at is going to be between the building and the transition area, so you can check in there once you arrive. The transition area is going to be set up a little bit different this year. Actually, fairly close, but we're going to be having more racks. So we're going to have enough racking for people to be for that specific wage to be starting on and putting their bikes and getting things set up. As per last year, we'll also have a small staging area where you can leave your bike. People will be watching it for you. And the marshals and or volunteers will be helping you know when it is time to rack your bike on rack one or rack two. I'll be going over flow in a second, but you can get a bit of an idea here. People will be coming in from the swim around the last rack to discard their cap, their goggles, put on a t-shirt if they need to, put on their running shoes and so on, grab and their helmet, take it out, go across the mount line, do their laps of the bike, come back in, rack their bike, and then exit out the run. So if you do have any additional questions as we're going through them, please do ask. Here's a better flow of what you'll be seeing, and we'll get to the actual distances in a second. But once you exit your swim, you'll be running across the grass. There's a fence here which will be opened where you run along the side of the road and then cross, which will be very clearly marked out. Obviously, then again, as I just mentioned, going to the end of the transition, so everyone's running the same distance, back up between the racks, dropping your cap, goggles, and any other swim stuff that you have into your box that's provided for you, putting your helmet on, t-shirt, anything else you need for biking, shoes, and then grabbing your bike and exiting through this area here, running up or walking to the mountain line, getting on your bike on the other side of the mountain line and heading out on the bike course. When you come back in from doing your laps, you're going to dismount your bike on the bike side of the mount line, run in, mount or rack your back or your bike, take off your helmet, and then proceed out to the run course. Remember, that is a big rule that anytime you are touching your bike, you do need to have your helmet on. Officials will be there watching for that. So let's get to the different distances for the swims. So many of you that were there last year, I'll just make a landmark out. This is one of the inflatables. It's a big white iceberg that probably stands 20 feet in the air, if not more. That will be the turn pylon for the 300-meter loop. So for the junior race, it'll be a dive start, heading out on the other side of this dock, straight up the side on the other side of the inflatables, around, you don't have to swim in a square, but around the white iceberg, back in on this side of the inflatables, to the left of the dock, and in over here for stairs. We will be doing that two loop scenario, so two 300-meter loops where you'll be getting out of the water, running along the deck, diving off of our pond or of our launch or our diving board back into the water. If you haven't done that before, most of the kids really enjoyed that last year. And then be going around your second loop. Once you exit the water, you will be walk or running up the small set of stairs here across the grass through that fencing area that I mentioned along the road into transition. For the Youth Cup 14, 15-year-olds, that'll be actually a 400-meter swim. So it's on this side of the inflatables. We will be having two buoys. And essentially, it's a dive start for them as well. Dive in, go around this dock, around the buoy, around the other buoy, to the left of this dock, in, running across, diving off of our diving launch, and doing the second loop of that. As you exit again, up the staircase, across the grass, along the road into transition. This one is our most popular distance, will be the 300-meter, which will be one loop of the 300-meter distance. So this is for Youth Cup 12-13s, the normal 12-13s, 14-15s, and adult. These are all non-draft legal races when it comes to the bike. You'll be starting in water for these, swimming out and around the iceberg, back in and exit and go straight across the grass. There will be no running for a second loop on this one. So that will be a direct exit. The 8, 9-year-old heat and the 10, 11-year-old will be a 100-meter swim. That will start out underneath the cliff jump. You'll be swimming out around the trampoline, out around this dock, straight back in and exiting out and across the grass, same as the others. We will be extending the lane rope from here over along the rock, right across to this mark here, right attached to the ladder so that people have a nice, easy, safe way to get out to the starting area if you're not so uncomfortable. Now, this year, if it doesn't matter your age group, if you want to wear a life jacket, you're more than able to. The Corey will be providing those. Just please ask a volunteer to get you one. When it comes to the bike, I have sort of learned the names of the streets this year. Water Street, obviously, Park Street, which there's a bridge, and then Thomas Street. The full length of this course is 4 kilometers. So you'll be transitioning. The mount line will be at this red dot. You'll be getting on your bike on the other side of the mount line, biking out Water Street, turning onto Park Street, then turning on Thomas and down. There will be a cone at the other end of Thomas Street, which you go around and bike back again. For the 9, 8, 9s and the 10, 11s, you will be doing one loop of that course. For the Youth Cup 12, 13s and the non-youth cups 12, 13s, 14, 15s, and adults, you will be doing two loops of that. So we will have another cone set up here with a nice big Canada flag in it. You'll do a 180, turn around it, and head out for your second one. On the second loop, when you come back, then you will be dismounting and going through transition out for your run. For the Youth Cup 14, 15s, it's 3 laps. For the Junior Cup, it's 4 laps. Now, for the Youth Cup 14, 15 and the Junior Cup, you will be draft legal. So you need to have your certification and you need to be biking safely on the road. Now, some of the roads do not have a center line. Thomas Street was just freshly paved, so it will be beautiful to ride on, but you do need to honor imaginary center line wherever it is. We will try and mark the corners as well as possible, but you do need to stay on your side of the road or there will be a penalty issued. And that is for any of the waves. The run course is fun, flat, and straightforward. once you get off the mount line, right around here between the tennis courts and the quarry, you run your bike back in, straight into transition. You don't have to go around the outside, straight in, mount your bike, or sorry, rack your bike, throw your running shoes on if you don't have them already, take your helmet off, and head out onto the bike course, which is going along the park path, along the river, all the way to where it meets Thames Ave. There'll be a cone there. You'll turn around and head back. Again, oh, this distance is wrong here. For the 10-11s, I do have to adjust this. Sorry, for the 9-10s and 10-11s, we'll have to adjust this. And the Youth Cup through the adults will be 2 loops, and the Youth Cup 14-15, 3 loops, and 4 loops for the Junior Cup. What you will realize is your bike loops and your run loops are the same, so that's easy to remember. So I hope that has helped a little bit for you to understand where things are going. So again, it's a 650-meter run course for the 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds. That'll be 1 loop, 2 loops for the other group, and 14, 15s, threes, and the juniors, 4 laps. Okay, so it's going to be really exciting for participants and for your parents and family and anyone out watching because they get to see you quite a bit as you'll be doing loops of things. When you are running, they're more than able to come and stand along the path and cheer you on. When you're biking, they'll be able to wait by the tennis courts to see you coming around for your next lap. Hope this has helped, and stay tuned for our next videos.